welcome to Dakota's Projects. Getting back into some farming stuff here for you. Before we know it, it's going to be time to take some crops off, and one of my gravity boxes needs some help. So this gravity box in particular was a right side unload, and all the rest of mine are left side unload. So last year, the day before I started taking corn off, or soybeans, I flipped the box around, and that's great. Easy peasy, except the fact that now the spout hits the front tire. So this is an old running gear and has actually 4 tires in the back with an axle that pivots. It's that Minnesota box right there. So I have to now disconnect the chains, cut the angle iron, and I'm going to try to slide that box forward on the frame to help get that spout away from that back axle. It's going to be kind of a pain. I'm going to end up doing some grinding. I got to cut the angle iron off and give myself room to wiggle. So not sure how big a project this is gonna turn into, but at this point I hate running it around the way it is. Last year we ended up taking the tire off and throwing a chain on it, so looked horrible. It served the purpose. It was totally fine, but like to not do that 2 years in a row. So I'm gonna grab the little tractor here, pull that thing over to a working space and get to it. Kind of see what we're working with here. Obviously, like I said, when you have this wheel on here, it does hit there and would definitely shred your tire in a hurry. So want to get that chain off of there and get that all fixed. So we're gonna have to slide the whole box ahead. Yeah, a couple different options here, but I'm guessing the best is going to be, like I said, to slide this frame forward. To take all 4 corners, take these chains off that just hold the frame down, and we're going to end up having to cut the front or the back angle iron off, yeah, and sliding the whole frame forward. So we should have enough room. You know, I think we're not gonna have to move it further than this, but yeah, a lot to do to get it to that point. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a lot of work. We don't have a heap of room in between here, so I have to cut those really close to the frame. This side's actually not too bad. Looks like the chain actually is in there. So yeah, we might be able to get away with more than that. I don't know. We could unbolt it first off of here, off the main frame, and see where we end up and see if we can find another system. But either way, first things first, we're going to take these 4 chains off. Looking at this, there's only front angle irons in the front, and the backs have double. So really all I have to do, as far as cutting goes, is cut the back of the back off. So then we can slide the whole frame forward. So time for some grinder work. I gotta get the extension cord. Well, funny how your brain works. You know what would have made a lot more damn sense? If I would have unbolted this, which I'm now going to do, slid it forward, and then I could have left this one here for the front. I only had to weld one on the back. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna take these brackets off real quick and get to sliding. Unreal. Well, Well, there, that wasn't so bad. I didn't want it to sag too bad, so I just set it on this old rim we got. Next is going to be just sliding it forward, I think. I believe that's where we're at, if it'll go. Kind of lazy, so I'm trying to find something I can block the tires up with. I'll go grab a couple blocks of wood, and then see if I can just kind of give this box a little pushy poo with the tractor. Should move. About as far as I comfortably feel going. That should work here. It'll work great if I lock that stupid thing there. Live and they learn, I guess. The other side's perfect. Now, before I go through all this work, I should make sure that wheel fits. I'm gonna end up having to get a floor jack anyways. We'll grab that. Let me throw this wheel back on. test the theory. I can crank this thing up a bunch, but I can already tell way better. Before, you can see I went after it with an angle grinder before trying to get this thing to help, and it was barely could get my fingers through on a flat surface. We're already front wheel up, so I don't see this being a problem. Yeah, but we see that, we got bigger problems. We still got 2 inches of space all the way to here, so I don't see that being an issue. That's where we're gonna put it. Well, I suppose now we gotta carefully drive it all the way down to the shop where the welder's at. Carefully. And slow. So, got everything pulled out in front of the shop, got the welder out. Hopefully we're gonna be able to reach everything. We'll probably have to back up so I can get the back two first, and then we'll do the front two. But I'm gonna use the angle grinder and the flat disc here, try and clean up some of this steel so I can get a good welding surface. Not exactly angle iron, but I'm gonna lay it probably like so. Yeah, we're gonna basically just do 4 brackets. Do 4 in the, or 2 in the back, 2 in the front. Doing the all outside corners. So the back ones will hold the box from going back, and the front ones will hold the box from going forward. So yeah, I line these things up in the holes where they're supposed to be already, so I know where I'm gonna have this. So I'm actually gonna go grab well, I don't even need a Sharpie, I can eyeball it, I know where it's gonna be. But we're gonna bend these things back down, grind everything nice, and then get to welding. Nice bead hung through there. Hope you can see it. And a hot one there. And there you go. A holder for moving back. 3 left. Backs are done. That ought to hold. Not the prettiest. I was fighting with some wind issues. Blows the gas away from the MIG tip, so you don't get that flux, so it's a little spotty, but not too bad. There you go. Give myself a little gap. Perfect. Now to the front. Okay. And there you go. That one is real fat weld. No issues at all, so we should be good to go. Alright, we've given this stuff adequate time to cool down. And I don't have any paint anywhere near this color, so oh my. I had a hunch this thing was old, so it wasn't gonna. Oof. We'll find a better can than this. This guy's about done for. All right, we got a little newer can of some New Holland yellow here. Enamel. Not pretty, but functional. That's what we're going for here. All right, paint's dry-ish. We're gonna put these brackets here and get this where it belongs. Figured since we were there we might as well give it a grease. So I'm gonna close this one out. Make sure and like and subscribe. We'll be farming upon us before we know it, so we're gonna keep at it. Thanks for watching.